We have seen thieves in movies, stealing big diamonds, money, or even an entire bank. But have you ever seen dumb thieves caught on camera? Funny, right? Well, there's more if you continue watching. Let's know now these real-life dumb thieves. Dumb mannequin. Okay, viewers, can you find the thief in this picture? Obviously, it's right in front of us. How dumb. In October 2023, a criminal from Warsaw, Poland, decided to hide inside a mall until it closed, so he could rob a jewelry stand after all the security guards had gone home. The plan sounds pretty logical, but instead of hiding in a storage closet or under a table, the thief decided to test his acting chops by stealthily climbing into a clothing store's window display and posing as a mannequin. Incredibly, the plan worked, and the store workers and security guards closed the mall without realizing that one of the mannequins was a man. At this point, the thief left the window and attempted to rob the jewelry stand, but he was spotted by a night security guard who was tasked with patrolling the mall after it closed. The man hadn't considered that the mall might be guarded overnight, and when this security guard detained him and called the cops, the thief was arrested and charged with burglary. Best of all, his photos from the mall's CCTV were shared with the world, for us all to enjoy. Nice posing, genius. Out of the box. The perfect crime requires the perfect disguise, and a criminal's wardrobe is usually stocked with balaclavas and Halloween masks that they could use to conceal their identity. However, this stupid thief decided to get creative while choosing their disguise, thinking outside the box, kinda. This security footage shows the moment that a man from Miami Gardens, Florida attempted to rob a phone repair store while wearing a cardboard box without any eye holes. The thief struggled to rob the store blindly, so he momentarily removed the box for a look around. This allowed him to steal 19 iPhones and $8,000 from the store, but it also allowed the police to identify him as a frequent offender called Claude Vincent Griffin Jr. Before tracking him down and arresting him, the box-headed bandit was forced to swap his cardboard box for a pair of handcuffs. But in Claude's defense, at least he tried to conceal his identity. Rolling in restraint. Check this video from 2017, which shows the moment that a burglar used brute strength to break into the window of an open garage. Pure comedy. This stupid criminal could have simply walked around the front of the garage to get inside, but in his defense, lots of thieves struggle with breaking entry. And it's the smooth, stealthy entrance part that these next two had some issues with. Back in 2019, two thieves attempted to rob a pizza restaurant in Houston. And after breaking into the building, they dropped to the ground and started rolling across the floor in an attempt to avoid the security cameras. The thieves probably felt like they were in a heist movie, dodging lasers while performing an elaborate bank robbery. However, they failed to notice that one of the restaurant's CCTV cameras was trained on them the entire time, capturing this hilarious footage. According to the owners, when the rolling bandits finally got to their feet, they managed to find the restaurant's safe in a back room. However, they couldn't get it open, and 15 minutes later, they left the store empty-handed, leaving the pizza joint without any dough. On the local news, and it's amassed over 50,000 likes on Twitter, serving criminals with a heavy dose of the most potent punishment of all, online shame. Those bungling burglars managed to roll away without getting caught. But usually, that stupid criminals don't get away with it. Run, run, run. This thief from the Czech Republic was wanted for a string of robberies when a policeman in Prague saw him walking around the city. As the cop gave chase, the criminal cut into a subway station, and it looked like he was going to escape until he ran the wrong way up the moving escalator. As the thief tried to battle against the moving stairs, the pursuing policeman simply waited patiently at the bottom. As the criminal ran and ran, without making any progress, the pursuit must have felt like a living nightmare. But he had a rude awakening when he eventually stopped, exhausted, and the escalator carried him straight into the arms of the law, where he was arrested and sentenced to 3 years in prison. Well, he'll have plenty of time to work on his cardio, on the inside. That criminal didn't manage to evade the cops on foot, but maybe he would have had more success if he'd managed to find a getaway car, or maybe not. Car getaway. Back in 2022, a man from Madrid stole a car and attempted to evade the police by driving into a train station and up a staircase. It was like a scene from an Italian Job, but the stolen vehicle was a heavy sedan, not a nimble Mini Cooper. So it ground to a stop halfway up the stairs. At this point, the thief reportedly attempted to get out and escape on foot, but the staircase's railings blocked the doors, trapping him until the cops arrived and arrested him. But that stair climber isn't the only criminal who handled their getaway vehicle poorly. This criminal was attempting to steal a package in Mississauga, Canada, when the homeowner caught him red-handed. The criminal attempted to escape in his compact Toyota, but he accidentally reversed straight onto a giant pile of snow. Toyota's slogan is, "Let's go places," but as the car's tiny front wheels lifted off the ground, the criminal wasn't going anywhere, giving him a no chance of escape as the police arrived and arrested him. That criminal should have chosen a more powerful car to make his escape. Or he should try a bike instead. Now, let's move from cars to bikes, as we check out a criminal who tried to steal a bicycle from a difficult target. This security footage from 2019 shows the moment that a criminal from Oregon, called Adam Valle, attempted to steal a bike from the Gladstone Police Department's bike rack. According to the officers who arrested Adam, this security camera is linked to a screen in the station, so the cops inside literally watched on as Adam walked up to one of their bikes and broke its lock. At this point, all they had to do was leisurely finish their donuts before strolling outside and giving the criminal a short trip to one of the station's cells. Adam was arrested less than a minute after committing the crime, but he isn't the only criminal who received some instant justice. Thieves serving. Have you ever seen a criminal try to form an in-person connection while committing a robbery? In 2017, 3 men robbed a Shipley's Donuts store in Houston by clearing out the cash register and stealing the customers' cell phones. However, when they were done looting, one of the thieves tried to earn some goodwill by grabbing some donuts and offering them to the customers for free. The friendly felon handed out the donuts to clear his conscience, but I think the customers would rather have had their phones back. And while we can't enjoy the satisfaction of knowing these crimes were caught, as no public announcement was ever made confirming this, let's still stay on food and check out a stolen supper, which became its own punishment. Trapped. Many criminals don't even make it as far as actually pulling off their intended crimes. And plenty of burglars fell at the very first hurdle. In 2017, a burglar from Handsworth, England, tried to break into a fried chicken restaurant by removing the kitchen's extractor fan and climbing through the hole in the wall. But he was left with an empty stomach as he got stuck in the hole for 7 hours until a passerby heard him shouting for help and called the police. Despite being trapped there all night, the police decided the criminal still hadn't served his time and arrested him for attempted burglary. The criminal's mishap was pretty embarrassing, but he's in good company. In 2010, a burglar tried to break into a home in Bow, England, by climbing through an unlocked window. The criminal tried to break in at 2 a.m., but unfortunately, as he pushed his body through the tiny window frame, he got stuck. He stayed like this for 6 hours until the homeowner came downstairs for breakfast at 8 and found the intruder poking through his wall. Instead of eating his cereal, the homeowner called the cops and ate a delicious plate of justice, as the burglar was arrested. Both of those criminals had to be rescued by the cops while committing their burglaries, which is painfully embarrassing. However, there are even more painful places to get trapped while committing a crime. Back in 2012, a thief stole somebody's iPhone on a subway train in New York, before running into Canal Street Station and attempting to escape. However, as the thief headed for one of the station's metal turnstiles, a Good Samaritan attempted to foil his robbery by holding it shut. This led the criminal to attempt pushing his way through against the metal bars. Despite the hilarious image, the thief's time behind bars was fleeting and he did eventually manage to push through the turnstile and escape unpunished. The embarrassment of criminals stupidly trying to fit through tiny gaps and the evidence of that being exposed online for all to see is a perfectly suitable punishment all of its own. Well, that wraps up our look at some more stupid thieves who were caught on camera. Have you ever witnessed any dumb crimes in person? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching.